Welcome back, everybody, to another Real Chums What We've Been Watching. In this segment, we talk about what we've been watching this past week, some of our recommendations of what to watch and what not to watch. But if you're new here on our channel, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe button. Again, every week we have a movie podcast. We do what you've been watching or what we've been watching, trailer reactions, and much more. So make sure to subscribe so you never miss out on anything that we're doing. What have you been watching?
I've been watching Invincible, trying to get through to the last season because I want to do a review. Um,
You haven't seen season 3, the last one that
I'm in
it
season 3
ended.
right now.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, so I'm in season 3 right now. I was hoping to get because I think it ended last week.
Yeah, it ended like a couple days ago.
Yeah. I was hoping to watch it. I was hoping to get there to watch the finale, but I just couldn't.
Yeah.
Um, which is totally fine. I also I did watch Kraven. I
Oh,
wanted to watch
Kraven, the
Kraven
last.
because it
Okay, all
came
right.
on, yeah, the because it came out on Netflix, and I was like,
Yeah.
I have to. I need to know what this movie is. And you know what? I think that they freaking did them dirty. Uh I think that what's his bucket? Aaron Taylor.
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yeah. I almost called him Aaron Taylor Joy, but that's no, Aaron Taylor Johnson. I do think he does a decent, like, his look. I think they could have there. I honestly think that they did the fact that they did these characters as these weird. The fact that him and Rhino are in this, I actually thought Rhino was actually pretty decent. Like the way they went about
Like the
depicting
character design.
the character design and like the CGI makeup stuff that they ended up going with was pretty
Okay.
interesting. And it made me actually quite pissed overall that, like, we are never gonna get a Reno in a Spider-Man movie. That's good.
Dude,
Uh,
this is their second attempt at Rhino, right? Because we saw him
I
in
know.
the mechanical one in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, and then this one. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well,
I mean, I don't know if this is like at this point. I have to, like, if they had made this movie as its own movie that was just, like a hunter, not have to do with Craven. It just was like this guy, and we're like, oh, this guy's just inspired by Craven.
mhm.
I think that this would have been played better. But at the end of the day, it was like 30 minutes too long. There's some scenes in it that were just, you're like, oh my gosh, they just had to add another like there was, anyways. Needless to say,
Tell me
it's a
about, like, I haven't seen it yet, okay? And I
yeah,
see it
same
on
here.
Netflix, and I'm just like, I'll get around to it. I will. But like, tell me about like the ADR of it all, because
Okay,
Sony is just notorious for filming a movie and then like doing voice recording with someone's
yes.
mouth entirely closed, and then yet they're somehow saying something. How was the ADR in this
So
situation?
I remember watching the opening scene on YouTube, and it was
Uh huh.
trash. It was so bad. I
Okay.
feel like they either have done some work to help make it a little bit better, or they're cutting. There's a couple times where they do cut away, and you could tell either they're doing, like, they're having like a makeup. It's not great, right? There are definitely moments that you're just there. There, so his brother is turns into the chameleon,
Uh huh.
um, and when he does, he like imitates people's voices. I'm like, straight up, they're just like inserting person's voice here. They're not. It's
Okay.
not like it's not like he's like actually. You're just like, oh,
Sure.
that's rough. But
Okay.
overall, at least the cut that I watched on Netflix was okay. So I don't know if they did any additional stuff, but I remember seeing it and being like, dude, this is gonna be, I was ready to like come in here and like rip this like 100% a new one.
Yeah.
I think ultimately what it comes down to is, like, I hate that they added the mystic layer to it. It's like it kind of defeats the purpose of who Craven is.
Sure.
Um on the other side is, like, Craven is, like, his background is an interesting character if it wasn't connected to Spider-Man and they were doing some other thing. Could have been fun and a great like way to go build something, but I don't know. I just think like, what the heck are they doing, man? I'm just glad that we're done. I think with these films,
I hope
but
so, because Sony
Sony, they'll
just
come out of the woodworks with some random movie that you're like, why? No.
yeah, I don't know, man. Sony.
Anyways,
Well, I'm glad you took one
so
for the team.
I did. I take one for the team. I'm gonna tell you right now, unless you like, you're not. If you're not, I don't. I think I wanted to watch to see what the end goal, like what the freak. Um,
Have you seen Venom: The Last Dance?
no, I can't bring
Yeah.
myself to watch that one. I
See,
I
I think
can't.
I'll get around to Venom first before I do Kraven.
I think that I'm gonna be too mad about how Venom ends up. I think the whole Venom horse situation is already a hot. Like I'm like, this is so dumb that
Uh,
I was like, because I think I decided. I was like, do I watch Venom or do I watch Kraven?
yeah,
And I felt like there's less baggage for me to like not rage quit with Kraven,
sure.
and so I went with
Have you seen Madam Web yet on Netflix?
no. That's 100% no, dude. We're never gonna. That's I watched the trailer and I knew that was that one straight up. You could watch the movie with in
I watched an hour of it and I couldn't. Like I was just like this is not
the
good.
fact that you made it an hour.
I need to finish it. I
Anyways,
just need to finish it.
I'm trying to think what else. If there's anything else that I watched, let's see here. I will say I'm a little. I'm feeling like Severance is getting to a place where I feel like it's becoming more and more like Lost, where I feel like we're getting dragged out a little bit.
Hmm.
Um, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. I feel confident that they're gonna have an amazing ending, but who knows? The last thing I did is I did watch the first episode of The Wheel of Time. Dude, I'm so
Okay,
pumped.
yeah.
I think
This is
Wheel of Time
season 3, yeah?
3.
Okay.
I think Wheel of Time is gonna. It's. I think people. It's gonna. It's gonna take. It might. It could compete. It could become the competitor, the legit competitor to Game of Thrones.
Okay. All right. All right. You've heard it here first, people. Nice. Let me tell you what I've been watching. I finished because the final episodes for Win or Lose came out. I talked about it last week. Uh,
Nice.
the last two episodes came out, and it's just really good. Um, it's fun to see how it ended. We finally get the coach's perspective. That's the one that I was waiting on, and that's the last episode. And it is just, I wanted to cry. I wanted to cheer. It is just really good. It's very obvious that there was more to it, and we talked about this. Disney cut out
Right.
a couple episodes, and like it feels like it there was more that needed to be told. But overall, like this was great. We're not getting any more Pixar animated TV shows after this. Not because this did bad, but just because Disney is shifting away from throwing everything into Disney Plus and wanting to really focus on theatrical releases because that's where the money's
Right.
at. But I had a great time. If you haven't watched Win or Lose, it's great. Watch it by yourself with kids, whoever. It's a phenomenal animated show and it just wonderful storytelling. The other thing that I watched, look, don't judge me. I've been watching with my wife, The Bachelor and Love Is Blind. It's trash TV, but here's what I'm fascinated about it. Do you know about Love Is Blind, Danny?
I do. I do.
Okay. Have you watched any seasons of Love Is
I've
Blind?
never watched any of the seasons of Love Is Blind. I am not a big. Uh,
Reality dating
yeah,
TV
yeah,
show.
yeah, yeah.
Neither am I, but let me let me tell you what I'm fascinated by this show. As you know, the Bachelor and Bachelorette have been going on for years now. Okay. And ABC has been very vocal about that show and Dancing with the Stars being like two of their shows that just every season they get less and less and less and less viewers. But they still produce these shows.
Yes.
Dancing with the Stars made its way to Disney Plus or and Hulu, whatever, but they're still doing it. Now you have something like Love Is Blind, where I'm fascinated by the production of it all. It
Yeah.
it the
Netflix,
idea is you
because
bring
this is Netflix
16.
produced, right?
This is Netflix produced, And
Yeah.
the premise, right, is you get 16 men, 16 women, you bring them into a soundstage, and for like a week and a half, they're just dating each other. Okay, they don't see each other. It's just they're talking through a wall. It's a decked out soundstage, and then at the end of the night, they go into their hotels. They take away their phones. They don't see each other. Then throughout the week, they choose, I'm gonna date you, and then I'm gonna propose to you, and then they have a final reveal. From there, they fly like 5, 6 couples that got engaged to like a sort of like a honeymoon, so to speak, Mexico, whatever it is. They're there for a week, and then from there, they take them back to their home, to their hometown. This latest episode was Minneapolis. And so and then you follow them for like 3 weeks after that, and then they choose to get married at the end of those 3 weeks, or not get married. But I'm fascinated by like the production, because Bachelor and Bachelorette, they spend so much money going to all these dates. They fly several people across the world, okay, and then they separate them, and then he chooses to do like home dates where he goes and visits their home, and then at some point like he brings some of them to his home, and it's
Yeah.
just the cost to keep producing this show. To me, if I was an executive at ABC, I would have been like, no, we're done with this. And then it's also like the outcome, like there's a like less than 10% of these couples actually get married, right, from The Bachelor. Whereas you look at something like Love is Blind, it's cheap. Okay, you fly 16 people, 32 people in to LA for the initial dating, then you
Hmm.
fly out like 10 or 12 of them to Mexico, and then you take them back home and they live in their own homes. Okay, and they date each
Yeah.
other there, and then they you do some activities there, but then the big bulk is like 5 of those, or 3 of them end up getting make it to the altar, right? And but like the conversion rate of them actually getting married and staying together is a lot higher than The Bachelor. So as a viewer, I'm more invested in Love is Blind because it's more genuine, it's more sincere, and it's more authentic. There's still scripted reality TV
Yes.
show,
Yes. Yes.
but
Yes.
it's more
Yes.
authentic than like The Bachelor. But from a production perspective, if I am an ABC executive, I would be so pissed that Love is Blind costs a fraction of what The Bachelor costs. Yet their
They're
couples are
dominating.
more successful. Their couples are more
Yeah.
successful than The Bachelor. And like the
Yeah.
marketing that goes with The Bachelor as well, and The Bachelorette, like it's stupid. It is stupid. And that's what I'm fascinated. Is just like,
Uh,
why, like,
yes.
I mean, they're not this fall, they're not doing The Bachelorette. Okay, they're taking a break from it. Supposedly they're gonna come back to The Bachelorette. But like, it is mind-boggling to me, like, that Netflix is just coming and just sweeping the rug, like pulling the rug out from them, and doing a better produced show, more authentic, like in relationships, and at a fraction of the cost that The Bachelor costs. And
And
I
people
just
are
find that
like,
fascinating.
I feel like people have shifted. I'm watching Love is Blind, not The Bachelor.
Yeah, I really at the end of this long-winded pitch of Love is Blind, I I just want The Bachelor and Bachelorette to come to an end. I think it's
Yeah.
trash TV. I do not like it. Like, it is not the
I,
right setting to like meet someone. It's not. Uh,
well, it's
and
become a
it's
weird dog and
horrible.
pony show. I feel like everyone. It's like, oh, you if you can make it on The Bachelorette, your Instagram following and your
Yeah,
influencer,
yeah,
your it's not about love. It's about clout.
yeah. 100%, 100%. And so like, again, if I just wish they would hire me as an executive, and I would be slashing with a purpose, and just it just yeah, The Bachelor just needs to go. It needs
Okay,
to
so
go.
really fast. Have you seen the trailers for the studio on Apple
I have
TV?
seen the trailer for the studio. Yes,
I
yes,
feel like we need. I don't. I know it's a little late to the reaction, but I feel like we should do it because I feel like the studio is gonna be great,
yes.
and
I agree.
I'm really pumped for that series to come to Apple TV. I think it's gonna be a fun meta commentary on the industry, and
Uh huh.
I am excited
I'm
to
here
see
for
what
it.
they do, and I'm excited to see what people talk about. What comes out of that series. That
Hmm.
because we have the studio from Netflix, but we also have the franchise on HBO. It's more of
Oh
like
yes, 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 yes.
I
This got canceled
I
though
haven't seen
after
any
one
of that.
season.
It did because I think that it just is. It was like I don't know if it's there. Whereas I feel like Apple's might land. I don't know. We'll
Yeah,
find out.
yeah. Yes, I do remember this one. Yeah, so that's what I've been watching as far as reality TV goes. Unfortunately, I did watch The Electric State. My review on that will be out later this week. So tune back in to hear my full thoughts. I have thoughts, and yeah,
Be sure to subscribe to
be
hear
sure to
Marcel's
subscribe.
thoughts on the Electric State. I'm excited to hear your state. I have not yet watched it because I kind of want to wait. I'm waiting for your take on it.
Oh man, I have thoughts,
We'll
but
talk about it later. With
yeah.
that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning into what we're watching. Let us know what you're watching down in the comments because we might not know about it. So please let us know if there's anything good or if there's something we should just riff on to give it the the ripping apart it needs.
So yeah, comment below. Let us know what we need to watch and rip apart. With that said, we'll see you guys on Sunday.